In this video, we're going to take a look at a couple of data transformation techniques as well as data visualization techniques. I have a data set that's open. It's actually available from Kaggle for one of the competitions. It's for a store chain somewhere in South America, essentially. And it's a time series forecasting problem. Uh, but we'll get into those details at a later point. Let's just look at this particular statement. And again, I have this RMD document open, and as you can see, you can just keep attaching individual sections as you go along and add annotations, add more information, and obviously, you can knit the document to produce a final HTML or a PDF document, as always. But this particular, transformation function, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm using the sample train data set and I am mutating. Mutate is a very, very powerful function in R. You can do so many different things, with the function. But let's take a look at what I'm trying to do here, essentially. But I'm taking the sample train data set, I'm mutating it, I'm doing I'm creating a few new variables, essentially. The day variable, the day of week variable, the month, and the sales return variable. These do not exist in my current sample train data set. I'm going to create those variables, attach some values or give them some values, and then override my existing sample train database. So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm parsing the the date, and I'm making sure that it's in the YMMDD format, and then attaching the result essentially to this variable day. I'm picking up the weekday, I'm picking up the month, and I am also picking up, it's almost like a if-else condition here. If the unit sales is greater than 0, then count it as sales, give it a label of sales, as opposed to if it's negative, then it has to be returned. So now once we have done that, we can probably execute, look at a chart essentially. And again, ggplot is a very, very powerful plotting mechanism that's available both in, essentially R Studio and RStudio Server. So uh, once the chart, obviously it's crunching through a lot of data. As you can see, there are 24 million, close to 24 million observations of 23 variables that I have in this sample train data set. So, and here it is, you're looking at the density purchases of items and returns over time. So this is kind of interesting. This gives you a good idea of, from a time series perspective, how your data are moving, whether they are stationary, not stationary, and so on and so forth. And we'll continue down this path in the next set of videos. Thanks for visiting.